Okay everyone, so now we are learning the tokens. If we talk about the token, these are the smallest units in a program or statement. Whenever we are going to make a C program, in that C program we write so many lines, just like we are writing the printing on the screen like say printf, Ankit, or maybe we are taking scanf statement or many statements. Out of these statements, whatever is the smallest part, that is called the token. So if we talk about the token, here we are having the various classifications or the types. The first one we are having is the keyword, then variable, identifier, operators, constants, special character, and string. So these are all the types of token. So first of all, we are discussing the first type of token, that is keyword. Keywords are the reserved words which are used into the program. Now understand that. What do you mean by this reserved words? Whenever we are doing the programming inside the C program, then at that time there are few words which we cannot use. Just like we are having int. We know that int is having the predefined meaning. That means for the integer. And we know that float. Float is having the predefined meaning for the floating point values. We are having the void. We know that void is for the null return type. That means nothing. So these are various reserved words which we cannot use. Let us suppose that I want to make a program. In that program, I want to declare my own names. Now these names I cannot use. I can use Ankit. I can use Varma, no problem, because that is not reserved. But here, int, float, char, void, these are already reserved with some special meaning. So that I cannot use. So that is why they are called the reserved words. And these reserved words are called the keywords. So these are the reserved. Now the next thing into the token is the variable. Variables are used to store the values. Variables always refer to some memory location. Means, let us suppose that I am declaring some kind of variable, then some memory will be reserved and we can store the value. Let us suppose that in the C programming we are writing a line. Let's say we are mentioning int. Now int stands for, it is the integer data type. Then we are mentioning a. A is a variable. So a can store some value. And then we are saying equal to 20. Now here this a is storing the value 20. So first of all we should understand what are these things. So here if we talk about the int is the integer which is a data type. That means which type of data I can store. So here I can store the integer type of data. Integer means 1, 2, 3, something, some value which cannot have some decimals. So here is the data type. Then second one is the a. What is this a? A is the variable. Why the name variable? Because the value can vary. That's why the name is variable. Then afterward we are having 20. This is the value. So whenever we are running this code, then afterward one memory will be reserved. And this memory will be having some address. Let us suppose the address can be 701 or any address. We don't have to bother about the address. Now the name of this memory will be A. So this A is the variable which is pointing to the memory and it is going to store the value which is 20. So here this A is the variable which store the value. Now the next token is the identifier. Identifiers are the symbolic names or the user-defined names. Now let us suppose that I am going to declare one function. So we know that for declaring a function, we use that is void. So I am writing here void. Now after this void, I want to declare the function with some name. So the name can be any. Let us suppose that I am using the name that is sum. So this is a user-defined name. And inside this function, I will write something. So here, this name is the identifier. So this sum is the user-defined name. So this is called the identifier here. Now, out of this identifier and the variable, there is a thing common. You understand that? Understand the logic. You know that int a is the user-defined name. Also, sum, it is the user-defined name. These two are the user-defined names. So what is the difference between variable and the identifier? Both looks like same, because any name which I am providing, just like in the function I am saying void sum, so sum is the name, or I am saying int a is my own name. So these all are the identifier. So what is the difference between identifier and the variable? Variables are those names which have some memory. So whosoever is working with the memory, that is called the variable, and whosoever is not working with the memory, they are the identifier. Both are the user-defined names, but variable work with the memory location. So here, anything dealing with the memory, now that comes under the variable. So that is the difference between variable and the identifier. Now the next type of token we are having is the operator. Operators are used for mathematical and logical operation. We know that there are various operators like addition. We know that for the addition we are having plus. For the division we are having this divide. Now subtraction, this is minus, and multiplication, this is star. So there are various operators which are for the mathematical and logical operation, just like plus, star, slash. Next type of token we are having is the constant. Constant means some fixed value whose value do not change throughout the program. So that is the constant. Let us suppose that in our program we are declaring a value which is of pi. We know that pi is the specific value which is used for calculating the area of circle, which is pi r square, and the pi value is 3.14. So let us suppose that this value we are making a constant. So this value will never change. So here this value of pi, which is 3.14, this value is the constant. Constant means throughout the program the value don't change. So this is the pi, that is 3.14. The next type of token we are having is the special character. There are some special characters or the symbols which are having some special meaning. That's why they are called the special character. Special characters are the symbol with the special meaning. So there are some specific symbols, just like whenever we are writing a C program and we are writing the line, then we end the line with the semicolon. So that means we are ending the line. So this is the special symbol or the special character. Whenever we are making the printf or scanf statement, then we use the comma, and here the comma is going to combine the two things. So that is having the special meaning. Also, we are having the AND operator. So this AND operator is used for the address. It refers to the memory address. So there are multiple special characters which are the symbols with the special meaning. Now we are discussing the next type of token, that is string. String is the sequence of characters. Whenever we are merging various characters together, then that becomes the string. Let us suppose that I am using my name here. So my name is Ankit, which is of various characters. Just like if I talk about A is one character, then N, then K, then I, then T. So this Ankit is the combination of various characters. This is called string. And in the C programming, we are having the string starting with the double quotes, ending with the double quotes. So this is the representation of the string. There can be the multiple string. Let's say if I am using the surname, which is Verma here. So here, this is also the string. So in the double quotes, starting, double quotes, ending. So this is also one of the type of token. So if we understand that there are various types of token, the first one is the keyword. Keywords are the reserved words which are used into the program, and these words we cannot use, just like integer, float, void, because they are having special purpose and program has reserved them. So in these C it is reserved. Then is the variable. Variable are the specific words which store some value, just like we are having the A in the int, so it is having the value and this value can vary, that's why it is the name variable. Then we are having identifier. These are the symbolic names or the user defined names. Just like if we are creating one function, the name of function we choose, let's say sum, so this is the identifier. Identifier and variable both look similar because their names are chosen by the user. Now there is a difference also. The difference is that if the name is chosen by the user, it can be identifier or the variable, but variable there is one more point, that it should be dealing with the memory. So here variable can store the value and it is dealing with the memory. Then afterward we are having is the operator. Operator are for the mathematical and logical operation, just like plus, minus, star, multiply. These all are the operations. Then is the constant. Few values we make constant, just like the pi. We know that pi r square, this is the formula, and where the value of pi is constant. So such value we make the constant in the program. These value remain same throughout the program. That's why they are called the constant. Then is the special character. There are some symbols in C programming which are given some specific meaning, just like semicolon for ending the line, comma for concatenating, then and sign for the memory. This way there are various special character. Then after that we are having is the string. String is the combination of characters. So these are the various types of token. So that is all about token.